Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Capricorn love reading. So this could be between two Capricorns, or this could just be one big reading for you, however it resonates with you. I'm going to get some romance angels to go down the middle, and then I have a deck over here for this side, and then I have a deck for this side. So whatever side you feel resonates with you, or again, like I was saying, it could just be one big reading for you. Also, this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Then it was not meant for you. It was meant for someone else. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay. We have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And then we have, you deserve love. You are lovable, okay? Staying in that positive energy, telling yourself that, yes, you deserve love. You deserve that amazing relationship, that connection. So it could be that, if this is one big reading, it could be that you are working all the time and that you're not finding that time to get yourself out there to find that relationship. Maybe you don't want to have a relationship. Maybe you're like, oh no, like all those other relationships, like they weren't very good. And so you're like, I'm just going to focus on my work. Like that's what I'm going to focus on. That's what I'm going to do, right? I don't want to deal with relationships. And that's why it's saying make the effort, right? Taking those steps that you're guided to take, getting yourself out there, doing those things, you know, to at least put yourself out there, put the feelers out there and see if there's a connection for you. All right, so let's get some for this side. Okay. I'm feeling like these two. So we have Chariot, and then we have the Three of Swords. Chariot could be Cancer sign. Chariot is that forward movement. Chariot is also, because we have the gold and the silver, I can't remember, Sphinx. Sometimes it's a light and a dark horse. That could mean that is kind of that you're thinking of being confused, right? One minute you're like, yes, I'm going to get myself out there, and the next minute you're like, no, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to put myself in that energy. It's kind of those thoughts going back and forth within yourself of trying, you know, about something that you're thinking about, and you're like not clear on what it is that you want to do. You're going back and forth within your mind about what it is you want to do with that. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Hangman, which is my favorite card. We have the Five of Swords. And then we have the Six of Wands. So for overall energy, we have the Six of Wands, which is success and victory, right? And he is rising above. To me, I feel like it's rising above a situation, rising above things, and heading towards that success and victory. Or it could be having the support of people around you too, right? Because there's all of these people, this whole crowd that is around this person, and they're supporting him, they're cheering him on, they're saying, yeah, you can do it, right? So it could be that too. It could be that there are people around you that are saying, yes, like you can do it. You deserve a relationship. You deserve a good relationship. You deserve happiness. You deserve that partnership. You know, you deserve a relationship with someone that sees how wonderful a person that you are. It could also be that if you're in a relationship with Capricorn and Capricorn, that this side is feeling that insecurity. This side is kind of feeling that Three of Swords, because that's just the current energy. So feeling that heartbreak, feeling that hurt, feeling that loneliness, maybe even feeling like, you know, do I deserve love? Sometimes we have those own insecurities from ourselves. We have those things that happened in our childhood or in other relationships where it made us feel like we don't deserve love. It was somebody who was very maybe controlling, somebody who was not emotionally available to help us feel good within that relationship. And maybe that is still kind of hanging with you, right? And this person over here, I feel, has those things. But I feel like this person realizes that and they move forward from it, right? They move away from that. They realize, no, like, I'm not going to fall into that trap. I'm not going to say that, you know, I don't deserve things. I want to move past that, right? The Queen of Swords. And I feel like with her being there, I feel like it's thinking of those things and seeing those things where you put yourself into that negative energy, and where you're saying to yourself, sometimes we have those things where we'll look in the mirror and we'll say negative things about ourselves, right? Or we'll say, well, this is wrong with me and that's wrong with me. Like, that's not the energy that you should take, because then you're going to find all of these things that are you're putting yourself down. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be the one that holds yourself up. You have to be the one, right, that holds yourself up, that you see yourself, if you're starting to fall into that negative energy, that you see it, right? The Hangman, you step back and you look at it and you say, why am I beating myself up? Why am I not lifting myself up? Why am I not rising myself above this situation and telling myself how good I am and how I deserve love and how I deserve this relationship and how I deserve the best for me? And that's what you have to say to yourself. You have to be in that energy, because if you're in the negative energy and you're saying all negative things, then everything around you is negative, because you're telling your brain, hey, look for the negative, right? Look for all of those things that confirm the fact that I'm telling myself I'm not good enough, or this is wrong with me, or that's wrong with me. And your brain will say, okay, let me find all those things, right, to confirm that. If you're telling yourself the positive things, if you step back, you take a look and you say, hey, I'm going to tell myself all the positive things, that I deserve a good relationship, that I deserve a partnership, that I deserve love, I am a good person. And then your brain starts looking for those things, and then you start smiling and you're like, wow, look at all these great things, right? And you listen to those people that are supporting you and that are around you, that are telling you those same things, that yes, you're a good person and you deserve that relationship. And that's what you need to do, is you need to rise above that situation, right? You need to put your sword up in the air, and you need to not listen to that negativity, right? You need to not listen to either those people or yourself saying those negative things. And that's a whole new mindset that you really have to be in tune to. That is something that you have to catch yourself, right? That's not something that will happen overnight, because you'll find yourself, if it was a habit for you to go to the negative, then that's where you're going to go, because that's where you're used to. So it's going to take some time for you to turn that around. But I feel like that's what this person does here, right? I feel like they kind of start out going back and forth, not trying, not being able to decide what it is that they want to do within this relationship, and they start going to the negative. And then all of a sudden they catch themselves and they turn themselves around, and they're like, no, I'm going to rise above the situation. I'm going to focus on the positive. I'm going to focus on the good. I'm going to start focusing. I'm going to make the effort in this relationship to work things out. Again, with finances and career, maybe things financially between the two of you are a little tough right now. Maybe you're both having to work a lot. Maybe there's a lot of, cutting back on things. Maybe you used to travel a lot. Could be with the Chariot, that maybe you used to travel a lot, and that's how the two of you reconnected, and that's how the two of you, kind of helped your relationship. But now maybe things are a little tighter. But it doesn't mean that you have to give up on that. It could just be, okay, that maybe there's just one big trip a year that's planned, or maybe that big trip is down to just a weekend, or maybe it's like, let's find ways to have that, and it's just like on a weekend or a weeknight where you do a special dinner. Let's find those things where we can stay in that connecting energy. It may not be as big as what it used to do, but let's work on that. Let's make sure that we have that there, that we don't give that up. All right, we have the Knight of Wands for this side. We have the Six of Wands. Look at that. You both have Six of Wands. You both want to rise above this situation. You both want to move past this. Again, like I was saying, when money is tight that's a big thing within a relationship, that there's a lot of arguments, and when money is tight and those things are happening, that it does bring on a lot of disagreements within a relationship, because it's stressful, right? Having to go through that. Look at that. Three of Swords, all right? Three of Swords, you're both in the Three of Swords energy, and maybe you're both feeling hurt. If you're connected to someone and you can feel that person's energy, and when you're around someone like that, you pick up on their energy, and I feel like that's what's happened here, is that you're picking up on the other person's energy. You're feeling that Three of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Four of Wands. So I feel like this side over here wants that connection, wants to reconnect, wants to work through this. I feel this side is feeling heavier, this side is feeling sadder, this side is disconnecting. But, and this side is feeling that energy, right? Because for current energies, we have the Three of Swords, Six of Wands, and Knight of Wands. But I feel like this side wants to work on it. This side is getting that passion back. This side is kind of feeling like, yeah, this side wants to make the effort, right? I feel like that connects right there, is that this side wants to make the effort. This side does too, but I feel like it takes them a little bit to realize that hey, with this Five of Swords, I'm putting my sword up. I'm in this Queen of Swords energy. I'm in the Hangman energy, and I want to change things. I want to turn this around. This side over here is feeling that hurt, and I feel like that Three of Swords is the energy from over here, but I also feel like this side is saying, why does this side feel about, why is that side feeling that? Is it about me? So I feel that it's, again, as I always say, it's very important to have those lines of communication, that if this side is struggling with that within themselves from things from their past, that they communicate and say, it's not you, it's me. It's things that I'm going through. It's things that I'm feeling. It's things that I'm trying to work through. And then you can have that communication where you can help each other. We have the King of Pentacles for future energies, and that's somebody who is patient, somebody who is kind, somebody who is giving, somebody who doesn't want to give up, somebody who is persistent, somebody who will hang in there and be by your side to support you, right? This person isn't ready to give up, someone who is willing to put the work in. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is change. The side is ready for change. Like they want both of you to work through this Three of Swords energy. We have the Ace of Wands, which is that fire and that passion. Aces are new beginning. It's that new start. Like this side is ready to move this relationship even closer than what it was before, because they want that family unit. They want that feeling. They want that connection. And they want to make the effort. And I feel like this side is kind of that side that's coming up with those, like I was saying, those different things that maybe if you traveled a lot but now you can't because of finances, or maybe because you're both working all the time. I feel like this side is like getting out that calendar and saying, hey, let's block off a day where we can make sure that we say we go to the beach, or we play golf, or we go canoeing, or we go hiking, or whatever it is that you like to do. That this side is like, yeah, let's get out that calendar, let's sit down together, and let's figure out some time where we can block off some days just for us, to not worry about jobs and work. And yes, that's important, and yes, we have to get through this, but our relationship is important too. We have to work on our relationship, and I feel like this side is that side that realizes that. All right, so let's close out with an animal oracle. I feel the team effort that just came through my head. Team effort, team effort. All right. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter, right? Clearing out all of that sort of extra energy, that negative. Clear out, I feel like it's clear out the Three of Swords. I feel like that's what it is. It's like clear out the clutter, and the clutter is that Three of Swords energy. That's the energy that needs to be cleared out, because other than that, really everything else is very positive here. Everything is very good. It's about overcoming and moving forward and, you know, rising above. You know, both of you want to rise above this situation. And I feel like the clutter is the Three of Swords, so clearing out that clutter of the Three of Swords. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.